Success is not a matter of luck or external circumstances. It is a direct result of how well you control your own mind. In How to Own Your Own Mind, Napoleon Hill explores the fundamental principles of mental mastery, guiding readers toward harnessing their thoughts, emotions, and decision-making abilities to shape their destiny. This book serves as a continuation of the ideas presented in Think and Grow Rich, but here, Hill delves even deeper into the mechanisms of thought control, providing a structured approach to developing an empowered and disciplined mind. Hill argues that every great achievement starts with a clear and definite purpose. Without a well-defined goal, the mind drifts aimlessly, influenced by fear, doubt, and external distractions. Through a combination of self-discipline, faith, and imagination, individuals can take full ownership of their thinking processes, allowing them to turn ideas into reality. The ability to direct one's thoughts with precision is what separates successful individuals from those who struggle to realize their potential. At the heart of this philosophy lies the principle that thoughts are powerful forces. What you focus on, you attract into your life. If your mind is cluttered with uncertainty and negativity, you will experience failure and stagnation. However, when you cultivate clarity, confidence, and creative vision, you naturally move toward success. Hill emphasizes that mastery over one's mind is not an innate gift, but a skill that can be developed through practice and persistence. The lessons in this book are not abstract theories. They are the distilled wisdom of some of the world's most successful figures. Hill's insights are drawn from years of studying industrial giants, business leaders, and innovators who understood the art of thought control. Their ability to make decisive choices, remain unwavering in their faith, and channel their imagination into productive endeavors is what set them apart. By learning to take full command of your mind, you unlock limitless potential. You become the architect of your own destiny, shaping your future with intention rather than being swayed by circumstances. The journey to success is, at its core, a journey of mental discipline. Hill's message is clear: own your mind, and you will own your life. Chapter 1. The Power of Definiteness of Purpose. Success does not come by accident. It is the result of clear intent, unwavering focus, and a strong sense of purpose. One of the most powerful principles that separates high achievers from those who remain stuck in mediocrity is the ability to set a clear, specific goal and commit to it with full determination. Without a definite purpose, the mind becomes scattered, easily influenced by distractions, fears, and external opinions. However, when a person knows exactly what they want and why they want it, they unlock an inner power that drives them toward their goals with unstoppable momentum. Imagine a ship setting sail without a destination. It drifts aimlessly, tossed by the waves, at the mercy of the winds. Eventually, it may end up wrecked, stranded, or moving in endless circles. The same applies to a person without a definite purpose. Without a clear goal, life becomes a series of random events with no real progress. People who lack direction often find themselves stuck in jobs they dislike, relationships that don't fulfill them, and situations that drain their energy rather than inspire them. A definite purpose acts as a guiding force that shapes every decision and action. It provides clarity, motivation, and resilience in the face of obstacles. When you know where you're going, setbacks become temporary roadblocks rather than dead ends. Every challenge is seen as a lesson, every failure as a stepping stone. Successful people are not those who never face difficulties, but those who refuse to let difficulties distract them from their goal. One of the reasons many people struggle to achieve success is because they chase too many things at once. They switch from one idea to another, never committing fully to a single path. Definiteness of purpose eliminates confusion and helps channel all energy into one direction, making success not just possible, but inevitable. History is filled with examples of extraordinary individuals who achieved greatness because they had a definite purpose and refused to be swayed from it. Thomas Edison had a single mission: to bring electric light into every home. He failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb, but his unwavering commitment to his goal made him one of the greatest inventors in history. Henry Ford was determined to make automobiles affordable for the common man. He faced ridicule and opposition, but he never abandoned his vision, eventually revolutionizing the automobile industry. Oprah Winfrey built her media empire with a clear purpose: to inspire and empower people through storytelling. Her focus on this mission allowed her to rise from poverty and hardship to become one of the most influential figures in the world. Each of these individuals had a definite aim, a mission that guided their actions, fueled their passion, and gave them the strength to persevere. They did not allow distractions, failures, or external opinions to shake their resolve. They owned their purpose and, as a result, owned their success. Finding a definite purpose is not just about choosing a goal at random. It must be something that aligns with personal values, passions, and strengths. Many people chase after success defined by society, money, status, recognition, only to feel unfulfilled when they achieve it. True success comes from pursuing something meaningful. To discover definiteness of purpose, one must reflect on personal passions and strengths. What excites and energizes you? What activities make you lose track of time? What do people compliment you on or seek your advice for? If you could do anything without worrying about money, what would it be? These questions help uncover true desires. Beyond passion, it is important to identify the impact one wants to make. What problems do you care about solving? How do you want to contribute to the world? What legacy do you want to leave behind? When the purpose aligns with both passion and contribution, it becomes a powerful force that drives action. Success is not achieved through vague desires. It requires a clear and specific goal. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful" or "I want to be rich," define a precise mission. I want to create a business that provides eco-friendly products to reduce environmental waste. I want to become a motivational speaker who helps young people overcome self-doubt. Or, I want to write books that inspire personal growth and transformation. Clarity fuels determination. Writing down the purpose and reading it daily reinforces commitment. This simple habit keeps the goal at the forefront of the mind and strengthens focus. Once a clear purpose is established, it must guide daily decisions. Every action should be aligned with this mission. If an opportunity or task does not serve the purpose, it should be eliminated. Surrounding oneself with people who support and challenge progress is essential. The journey toward success becomes easier when influenced by like-minded individuals who encourage growth. Definiteness of purpose is the foundation of success. It provides direction, motivation, and resilience. Without it, life becomes a series of aimless efforts. With it, every challenge becomes an opportunity, every setback a lesson. The greatest leaders, inventors, and achievers in history all shared one thing in common. They knew what they wanted and pursued it with relentless determination. The mind is the most powerful tool, but it can only function at its highest potential when given a clear mission. Deciding what one wants, committing to it wholeheartedly, and letting nothing stand in the way transforms an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. When purpose is owned, the future is owned. Chapter 2. How to identify and strengthen your purpose. Success begins with clarity. Without a well-defined purpose, the mind becomes overwhelmed by distractions, fear, and uncertainty. Many people desire success, but their goals remain vague and undefined. They express wishes such as wanting to be rich, famous, or successful, but they lack a clear direction on how to achieve these outcomes. A definite purpose is not just a wish or a passing thought. It is a precise goal that provides a sense of direction and purpose in life. When a person clearly defines what they want, they activate the power of the mind to focus on that objective, making it far more achievable. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with success is the inability to focus on one goal. They jump from one idea to another, never committing fully to a single path. Distractions come in many forms: new opportunities that seem exciting, external expectations from family and society, or the fear of missing out on something better. However, true success requires eliminating distractions and dedicating full attention to one meaningful purpose. When energy is scattered in multiple directions, progress becomes slow and inconsistent. On the other hand, when a person directs all their thoughts and actions toward one goal, they create unstoppable momentum. Every decision and every action should be examined through the lens of purpose. If it does not contribute to the ultimate goal, it should be removed from one's life. Doubt and fear often prevent people from committing to their goals. The mind is powerful, and whatever a person repeatedly thinks about becomes their reality. If they constantly question their abilities, fear failure, or listen to negative influences, they weaken their confidence. Many individuals give up on their dreams simply because they allow the opinions of others to shape their beliefs. Friends, family, and society often impose their limitations, saying that something is too difficult or unrealistic. But those who achieve great success are the ones who block out these negative voices and trust in their own potential. They refuse to let doubt take root in their minds. To overcome doubt, it is essential to build confidence through action. Small victories reinforce belief in oneself. Success does not happen overnight, but every step taken toward a goal strengthens the mind and eliminates fear. By setting and achieving smaller milestones, confidence grows, making larger challenges seem less intimidating. Visualization also plays a significant role in strengthening belief. When a person repeatedly visualizes themselves achieving their goal, they train their mind to accept success as inevitable. This process conditions the subconscious mind to work toward the desired outcome, making success more attainable. Commitment is the key to transforming dreams into reality. Many people start with enthusiasm but quickly lose motivation when faced with difficulties. Those who succeed understand that persistence is more powerful than talent or luck. Obstacles will always arise, but they are merely tests of determination. Instead of giving up, successful individuals adapt, learn from failures, and continue moving forward. Every challenge presents an opportunity for growth. The most successful people in history, whether inventors, entrepreneurs, or leaders, have one thing in common: they never abandoned their purpose, no matter how difficult the journey became. A definite purpose serves as an anchor, providing strength and direction even in the most challenging times. It fuels motivation, drives discipline, and keeps the mind focused on long-term success rather than short-term comfort. When a person is deeply committed to their purpose, no setback can shake their determination. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a necessary part of the process. Each failure provides valuable lessons, bringing them closer to their ultimate goal. Those who develop and strengthen their purpose possess a rare kind of power. They are not easily swayed by external influences, they do not waste time on distractions, and they do not allow temporary setbacks to define their journey. Instead, they move forward with confidence, knowing that success is not a matter of chance, but a matter of unwavering commitment. When a person owns their purpose, they take control of their future. Chapter 3. The Role of Faith in Thought Power. Faith is the unseen force that shapes reality. It is not merely a religious concept, but a powerful mental tool that determines how a person thinks, acts, and ultimately, what they achieve in life. Those who possess faith in their abilities develop a mindset that attracts success, while those who lack it become trapped in self-doubt and hesitation. Faith influences thought power by strengthening belief in oneself, allowing the mind to remain focused on solutions rather than obstacles. It provides resilience in difficult times and ensures that fear does not overpower ambition. The human mind responds to what it is repeatedly told. If a person constantly fills their thoughts with doubt, failure, and uncertainty, their actions will reflect those beliefs, leading to poor results. On the other hand, when the mind is conditioned to expect success, it automatically seeks ways to turn challenges into opportunities. This is why faith plays such a crucial role in shaping outcomes. When a person believes in their vision without hesitation, their subconscious mind begins working toward making it a reality. The world has countless examples of individuals who have risen from nothing to greatness, simply because they refuse to let go of their belief in success. Every great leader, inventor, and entrepreneur has encountered obstacles, yet their unwavering faith in their purpose allowed them to persist. Thomas Edison, after thousands of failed attempts at inventing the light bulb, never doubted that he would succeed. His faith in his ability to find a solution kept him going when others would have quit. Henry Ford, despite being told that his idea of mass-producing affordable cars was impossible, held on to his vision with absolute certainty. His faith in his mission turned the automobile industry into what it is today. Oprah Winfrey overcame poverty and rejection because she never wavered in her belief that she was meant to inspire people through media. These stories prove that faith is not just a passive thought, it is the driving force behind action, determination, and perseverance. Faith transforms obstacles into stepping stones. When a person lacks faith, they see problems as signs to stop. They interpret difficulties as evidence that they are not meant to succeed. But those with faith understand that every setback is part of the journey. They do not question whether they will achieve their goal, they act as if success is inevitable. This mindset shifts their focus from problems to solutions. Instead of feeling discouraged by failure, they analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and move forward with renewed energy. The power of faith extends beyond just personal belief. It influences how others perceive and respond to an individual. A person who radiates confidence and certainty in their actions attracts opportunities, support, and like-minded individuals. People are naturally drawn to those who believe in themselves. When someone speaks with conviction, they inspire trust. This is why leaders who have strong faith in their vision are able to rally others behind them, even when the odds seem impossible. Developing faith and thought power requires consistent effort. It begins with controlling negative self-talk and replacing doubt with affirmations of success. Writing down goals and visualizing their achievement strengthens the subconscious mind's acceptance of success. Surrounding oneself with positive influences and studying the stories of those who have overcome adversity further reinforces faith. The mind is like a muscle. The more it is trained to believe in success, the stronger it becomes. Faith is the foundation of all great achievements. It turns thoughts into reality, fuels persistence in the face of adversity, and transforms challenges into opportunities. Those who develop unwavering faith in their purpose harness the full power of their mind, ensuring that success is not a matter of luck but a matter of absolute certainty. Chapter 4. Developing Unshakable Confidence. Confidence is the foundation of success. It is not something a person is born with, but something that is developed through consistent effort and mental training. Those who achieve great things in life are not necessarily the most talented or intelligent, but they possess an unshakable belief in themselves. Confidence influences every aspect of life, from personal relationships to career growth. It allows a person to take bold actions, make decisive choices, and persist through challenges without hesitation. Without confidence, even the most capable individuals remain stuck in fear, doubt, and inaction. The first step in developing confidence is training the mind to think positively. The human brain is naturally wired to focus on potential dangers and failures, a survival mechanism that has been passed down for generations. However, this tendency to dwell on negativity holds people back from taking risks and pursuing their goals. To break free from this pattern, it is essential to consciously direct thoughts towards success and possibility. This can be done through affirmations, visualization, and surrounding oneself with positive influences. Instead of allowing the mind to entertain thoughts of failure, one must repeatedly affirm, "I am capable. I am prepared. I will succeed." Over time, these positive reinforcements reshape subconscious beliefs, replacing doubt with confidence. Visualization is another powerful tool for building confidence. When an individual repeatedly imagines themselves succeeding in their goals, their mind begins to accept that success as reality. Athletes, performers, and business leaders use this technique to prepare for high-stakes situations. By visualizing a successful outcome, they train their brain to respond with certainty rather than fear. This practice strengthens self-belief and reduces anxiety, making decisive action easier. Fear and doubt are the biggest enemies of confidence. They create hesitation, preventing people from seizing opportunities. Fear of failure, rejection, or embarrassment holds many back from taking necessary risks. However, fear is often based on imagined consequences rather than real threats. The best way to eliminate fear is to take action despite it. Each time a person faces their fears instead of avoiding them, they weaken the power of fear over their mind. Small victories build confidence. Speaking up in a meeting, making a difficult decision, or trying something new, all of these actions reinforce the belief that fear is just an illusion. Over time, what once seemed terrifying becomes effortless. Eliminating doubt requires a shift in mindset. Many people doubt themselves because they focus on their weaknesses rather than their strengths. Instead of thinking about what could go wrong, confident individuals remind themselves of past successes. Keeping a record of achievements, even small ones, helps reinforce self-belief. When doubt arises, reviewing past victories serves as a reminder that success is always possible. Confidence is directly linked to decision-making. People who lack confidence hesitate when faced with choices, overanalyzing every possibility out of fear of making the wrong move. This hesitation leads to missed opportunities and stagnation. In contrast, those who trust in their abilities make decisions quickly and with certainty. They understand that no choice is ever perfect, but action is always better than inaction. Even if a decision leads to failure, it provides valuable lessons that contribute to future success. The ability to make firm decisions is a hallmark of all great leaders and achievers. Developing unshakable confidence is a process that requires continuous effort. By training the mind to focus on success, eliminating fear and doubt, and making decisive choices, anyone can cultivate the confidence needed to achieve their goals. Confidence is not just about appearing strong on the outside. It is about truly believing in oneself from within. Once a person masters their own self-belief, nothing can stand in their way. Chapter 5. The Creative Power of Imagination. Imagination is the driving force behind all progress. Every invention, every breakthrough, and every advancement in human history has been the result of someone daring to imagine what others could not see. It is the ability to create, innovate, and solve problems in ways that logic alone cannot achieve. Without imagination, the world would remain stagnant, limited to only what is already known. The greatest minds in history, scientists, artists, entrepreneurs, and leaders, have all harnessed the power of imagination to bring their ideas to life. Imagination fuels innovation by allowing the mind to explore possibilities beyond current limitations. It is what enables an individual to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to envision solutions where others see problems. Thomas Edison, for example, did not just accept the world as it was. He imagined a future where artificial light illuminated homes and streets. Henry Ford imagined a world where automobiles were not just a luxury for the wealthy, but accessible to ordinary people. Steve Jobs imagined a world where technology was not just functional, but intuitive and beautiful. These visionaries turned their ideas into reality by refusing to be confined by what was considered possible at the time. There are two types of imagination, synthetic and creative. Synthetic imagination involves taking existing ideas, knowledge, or concepts and rearranging them into new combinations. This type of imagination is responsible for most of the improvements and refinements made to existing products, systems, or processes. For example, the evolution of the telephone, from rotary dials to smartphones, was the result of synthetic imagination. Engineers and designers built upon past inventions, combining new technology with existing knowledge to enhance communication. Creative imagination, on the other hand, is the source of entirely new ideas, innovations, and breakthroughs. It allows a person to generate something completely original, often without any prior reference. This type of imagination is what led to the discovery of electricity, the invention of the airplane, and the development of the Internet. It is a rare and powerful force that requires the ability to think beyond conventional boundaries and trust in one's ability to create something from nothing. The most successful inventors and entrepreneurs throughout history have used both synthetic and creative imagination to achieve greatness. Nikola Tesla, for example, was known for his ability to visualize complex inventions in his mind before ever putting them on paper. He could mentally construct entire machines, test their functionality, and make adjustments before ever building a prototype. This extraordinary creative imagination allowed him to develop groundbreaking technologies that still influence modern electricity and wireless communication. Entrepreneurs like Elon Musk embody both forms of imagination. He has taken existing ideas, such as electric cars and space travel, and improved them through synthetic imagination. At the same time, he has introduced revolutionary concepts like reusable rockets and plans for interplanetary colonization, demonstrating creative imagination. His ability to imagine bold possibilities and then turn them into reality has reshaped industries. Imagination is not limited to a select few. It is a skill that can be developed. To strengthen imagination, one must train the mind to think beyond what is known, explore new ideas, and challenge existing beliefs. Reading, traveling, and engaging in creative activities all stimulate imaginative thinking. Surrounding oneself with forward-thinking individuals and constantly asking, "What if?" opens the mind to endless possibilities. The creative power of imagination is the foundation of all progress. It is what transforms ordinary individuals into extraordinary innovators. Those who dare to dream, to see beyond the present, and to believe in their own ideas have the ability to shape the future. Imagination is not just about thinking. It is about creating, pushing boundaries, and turning the impossible into reality. Chapter 6. Turning ideas into reality. Ideas are the seeds of progress, but without action, they remain unrealized dreams. The world is filled with people who have great ideas, yet only a few manage to bring them to life. What separates successful individuals from the rest is their ability to take decisive action. Turning ideas into reality requires a clear strategy, persistence, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Those who understand how to act on their ideas effectively not only achieve personal success, but also create value for the world around them. The first step in executing an idea is to act quickly. Many people hesitate, waiting for the perfect moment or ideal conditions before taking action. However, perfection is an illusion, and opportunities rarely present themselves at the right time. Successful individuals understand that execution is more important than endless planning. They take the first step, even if it is small, because momentum builds confidence. Whether it is writing down a concept, creating a prototype, or sharing an idea with someone who can help, immediate action sets the process in motion. Strategic planning is essential for transforming an idea into something tangible. While action is important, it must be guided by a well-thought-out plan. A clear vision provides direction, ensuring that efforts are focused and resources are used efficiently. Strategic planning involves setting specific goals, identifying potential challenges, and developing a step-by-step approach to execution. Those who succeed in bringing ideas to life do not leave things to chance. They break down their vision into actionable tasks and work on them consistently. One of the biggest obstacles in executing an idea is fear of failure, rejection, or criticism. Many people abandon their ideas before they even start because they are afraid of what others might say or worried that they will not succeed. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every successful entrepreneur, inventor, or leader has faced setbacks along the way. Instead of viewing obstacles as roadblocks, they see them as lessons. Each failure provides valuable insights that refine the idea and bring it closer to success. Execution also requires adaptability. No plan unfolds exactly as expected, and challenges are inevitable. Those who bring ideas to life are not rigid in their thinking. They adjust, refine, and evolve as they go. They understand that flexibility is key to overcoming obstacles. If one approach does not work, they try another. They do not allow temporary setbacks to discourage them, but rather use them as stepping stones toward their goal. Persistence is the final ingredient in turning ideas into reality. Many people give up too soon, expecting quick results. However, true success is built over time. It requires consistent effort, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the vision. Those who achieve greatness are the ones who keep pushing forward, even when progress seems slow. They stay focused on their goal, knowing that every small step brings them closer to making their idea a reality. Ideas alone do not change the world, action does. Those who take bold steps, plan strategically, overcome obstacles, and persist through challenges are the ones who transform their ideas into meaningful achievements. The power to create lies not in thinking alone, but in doing. Chapter 7. The Art of Thinking Clearly and Effectively. Clear and effective thinking is a skill that shapes every decision, action, and outcome in life. The ability to think in a structured, focused, and logical manner separates successful individuals from those who struggle with indecision and confusion. However, thinking clearly is not something that happens by chance. It is an art that requires conscious effort, discipline, and the ability to filter out distractions. Those who master this skill gain a significant advantage in solving problems, making sound decisions, and achieving their goals efficiently. Structured thinking habits are essential for mental clarity. Many people allow their thoughts to wander aimlessly, reacting impulsively rather than thinking critically. To develop structured thinking, one must learn to organize thoughts systematically. This begins with asking the right questions. What is the problem? What are the possible solutions? What are the consequences of each choice? Breaking down complex ideas into simple, logical steps prevents confusion and leads to better decision-making. Successful individuals approach problems with a methodical mindset, ensuring that emotions do not cloud their judgment. Avoiding mental clutter is another crucial aspect of clear thinking. The modern world bombards the mind with endless distractions, social media, news, notifications, and unnecessary information that overwhelms mental capacity. Those who think effectively know how to filter out what is irrelevant and focus only on what truly matters. A cluttered mind leads to indecision and stress, whereas a focused mind sees solutions with precision. Practicing mindfulness, limiting distractions, and organizing daily tasks are powerful ways to maintain mental clarity. Logic and intuition play distinct yet complementary roles in decision-making. Logic is the foundation of rational thinking. It involves analyzing facts, identifying patterns, and drawing conclusions based on evidence. Intuition, on the other hand, is the subconscious ability to recognize truths without conscious reasoning. While logic ensures careful analysis, intuition often provides insights that logic alone may overlook. The most effective thinkers use both approaches, relying on logic to structure their decisions, while trusting their intuition to recognize opportunities and risks. Mastering the art of thinking clearly and effectively requires discipline, self-awareness, and practice. By developing structured thinking habits, eliminating mental clutter, and balancing logic with intuition, anyone can sharpen their ability to make wise choices. Clear thinking is not just about intelligence, it is about precision, focus, and the ability to navigate life with confidence and purpose. Chapter 8. The Power of Controlled Attention. The ability to control attention is one of the most powerful tools for achieving success. In a world filled with endless distractions, those who can focus their minds on a single goal, task, or problem gain an extraordinary advantage. Controlled attention is the key to mastery, allowing individuals to develop deep expertise, make better decisions, and accomplish their ambitions with greater efficiency. The most successful people in history, whether scientists, artists, entrepreneurs, or athletes, have all mastered the ability to direct their attention with precision and purpose. Focus is the foundation of mastery. Every great achievement in any field is the result of sustained attention over time. Musicians practice for years to perfect their craft. Athletes dedicate countless hours to training, and entrepreneurs pour their energy into refining their business strategies. Without focused effort, progress remains slow and inconsistent. The human mind is naturally prone to distraction, but those who learn to control their attention develop an intense level of concentration that allows them to achieve at the highest level. Improving concentration requires training and discipline. One of the most effective techniques is the practice of deep work, setting aside uninterrupted periods to focus on a single task without distractions. This means eliminating interruptions, creating a structured routine, and fully immersing oneself in the work at hand. Another powerful method is mindfulness, which trains the brain to stay present and engaged with the task rather than wandering into unrelated thoughts. Meditation, controlled breathing, and conscious awareness of one's thoughts are all techniques that help strengthen the mind's ability to focus. Eliminating distractions is essential for maintaining controlled attention. The modern world is filled with external and internal distractions that compete for mental energy. Social media, notifications, background noise, and unnecessary commitments all fragment attention, reducing efficiency and productivity. Successful individuals protect their focus by removing these distractions from their environment. This means setting boundaries, creating a dedicated workspace, and scheduling specific times for checking emails or messages rather than allowing them to interrupt important tasks. Negative influences also weaken concentration. Doubts, fears, and negative thoughts drain mental energy, preventing individuals from giving their full attention to their goals. Surrounding oneself with positive, motivated individuals helps maintain focus and reinforces a mindset of success. Additionally, controlling attention requires emotional discipline, learning to shift focus away from stress, negativity, or self-doubt, and redirecting it toward productive action. Controlled attention is a skill that can be developed with practice. Those who master it gain the ability to focus on what truly matters while shutting out distractions and negativity. It is this power of concentrated effort that separates those who simply dream from those who achieve. By strengthening focus, eliminating unnecessary influences, and training the mind to stay directed, anyone can unlock their full potential and accomplish extraordinary things. Chapter 9. Persuasion and Influence. The ability to persuade and influence others is one of the most valuable skills a person can develop. It is the foundation of leadership, allowing individuals to inspire, motivate, and guide others toward a common goal. Whether in business, politics, or personal relationships, those who master persuasion can achieve success with greater ease. Influence is not about manipulation or force. It is about understanding human behavior, building trust, and communicating ideas in a way that resonates with others. Successful leaders inspire people not by giving orders, but by sharing a compelling vision that others want to be part of. They create a sense of purpose, making people feel that their contributions matter. They understand that motivation comes not from external rewards alone, but from an emotional connection to a greater mission. Great leaders such as Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, and Steve Jobs inspired movements, businesses, and entire generations by articulating their ideas with passion and clarity. Their influence was not based on authority, but on their ability to connect deeply with others. Effective communication is at the heart of persuasion. It is not just about speaking well, but about delivering messages in a way that is clear, compelling, and tailored to the audience. The best communicators know how to use language, tone, and body language to reinforce their message. They listen carefully, understanding the needs and concerns of others before offering solutions. They avoid jargon and complexity, instead using simple, relatable language that makes ideas easy to grasp. Successful influencers also know that storytelling is one of the most powerful forms of communication. A well-told story engages emotions, making people more likely to remember and act on the message. Charisma is another essential component of persuasion. Charismatic individuals naturally draw people toward them. They exude confidence, warmth, and energy, making others feel comfortable and valued. Charisma is not an inborn trait, but a skill that can be developed. It comes from strong self-belief, a positive attitude, and the ability to make others feel important. People are drawn to those who make them feel heard, respected, and inspired. Leaders with charisma have a magnetic presence that commands attention and earns trust. Emotional intelligence is a crucial factor in influencing others. It involves understanding emotions, both one's own and those of others, and using that understanding to navigate social situations effectively. People with high emotional intelligence are skilled at reading body language, recognizing unspoken concerns, and responding with empathy. They know when to be firm and when to be compassionate. This ability to connect on an emotional level makes them more persuasive, as people are naturally more inclined to listen to and follow those who understand them. Mastering the art of persuasion and influence is about more than just getting people to agree. It is about creating meaningful connections, building trust, and inspiring action. Those who develop these skills find success not only in leadership roles, but in every area of life. By learning to communicate effectively, exude charisma, and understand the emotions of others, anyone can become a powerful force of influence. Chapter 10. Emotional Control and Mental Discipline. Emotions play a crucial role in shaping success or failure. They influence decision-making, relationships, productivity, and overall well-being. Those who learn to control their emotions and develop mental discipline gain a significant advantage in life. While emotions themselves are not inherently good or bad, the way they are managed determines their impact. When emotions are allowed to take control, they can lead to impulsive decisions, unnecessary conflicts, and wasted energy. However, when emotions are properly directed, they become a source of motivation, clarity, and resilience. Managing stress, anger, and frustration is essential for maintaining control over one's thoughts and actions. Stress is an inevitable part of life, but how it is handled determines whether it becomes a driving force or a destructive one. Highly successful individuals do not let stress overwhelm them. Instead, they channel it into productivity. They break down problems into manageable steps, prioritize tasks effectively, and maintain a mindset of problem-solving rather than panic. They understand that stress is often caused by uncertainty or lack of preparation, so they focus on being well-prepared and adaptable in any situation. Anger and frustration, if left unchecked, can lead to rash decisions and damaged relationships. People who lack emotional control often react impulsively, saying or doing things they later regret. However, those who develop mental discipline learn to pause before reacting. They recognize that anger is a signal, not a solution. It points to a problem that needs to be addressed, but it should not dictate actions. Rather than letting anger control them, disciplined individuals analyze the root cause of their frustration and seek constructive ways to resolve it. Whether through deep breathing, stepping away from a situation, or reframing their perspective, they ensure that their emotions do not dictate their behavior. Cultivating resilience and inner peace is a fundamental part of emotional control. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. Those who possess mental discipline do not allow setbacks to break them. Instead, they view difficulties as opportunities for growth. They understand that failure is not a permanent state, but a stepping stone to improvement. Resilience comes from maintaining a strong sense of purpose, staying focused on long-term goals, and refusing to be discouraged by temporary difficulties. Inner peace is achieved through self-awareness and mindfulness. Those who practice mindfulness remain present in the moment, rather than being consumed by past regrets or future anxieties. They develop the ability to observe their thoughts and emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. This allows them to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Meditation, gratitude, and self-reflection are powerful tools that help strengthen inner peace and emotional stability. Emotional control and mental discipline are not about suppressing emotions, but about understanding, managing, and using them effectively. Those who master this skill navigate life's challenges with confidence, make sound decisions, and maintain strong relationships. They remain calm under pressure, think clearly in difficult situations, and stay focused on their goals regardless of external circumstances. In the end, true strength lies not in avoiding emotions, but in mastering them. Conclusion: owning your own mind for a fulfilling life. The ability to own one's own mind is the foundation of a fulfilling and successful life. Throughout this journey, we have explored how controlled thinking, focused attention, emotional discipline, and the power of persuasion shape our ability to influence our circumstances and achieve our highest potential. The true mastery of the mind is not something that happens overnight. It is a continuous process of growth, refinement, and self-awareness. Those who commit to this path develop an inner strength that allows them to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and shape their destiny with confidence and clarity. One of the most important lessons is the power of deliberate thought. Every great achievement begins in the mind. The ability to think clearly, logically, and strategically determines the quality of decisions and the direction of one's life. By eliminating mental clutter, focusing on solutions rather than problems, and cultivating disciplined thinking, individuals gain control over their circumstances rather than being controlled by them. Success is not reserved for those with superior intelligence or privilege. It belongs to those who can harness the full potential of their minds. Mental habits must be continuously refined and strengthened. Just as physical fitness requires consistent training, mental sharpness demands daily practice. Reading, critical thinking, self-reflection, and continuous learning are essential for keeping the mind sharp and adaptable. Challenges will always arise, but those who have developed strong mental habits are able to face them with confidence. They do not allow temporary setbacks to deter them, but instead use them as opportunities for growth. The key is persistence, the ability to keep improving, refining, and expanding one's mental capacity over time. Owning one's own mind is a lifelong journey. There is no final destination, only continuous improvement. Every day presents new opportunities to sharpen focus, strengthen discipline, and refine one's ability to think and act with purpose. The individuals who truly succeed are those who never stop learning and evolving. By consistently applying the principles of controlled attention, clear thinking, emotional mastery, and persuasive influence, anyone can unlock their full potential. The journey of mastering the mind is the journey of creating a life of fulfillment, success, and personal freedom.